Hi, in this video, we're going to look at the show hide feature in Bubble. It's bubble.io. It's a no-code tool. Don't forget to like and subscribe. More people subscribe, more people view, more likely to make more videos. So again, with show hide, you're able to hide elements, show elements. This is useful for making a one-page application or hiding specific parts of an element for specific users, or just different functionalities like menus you can use a lot of show hide for. So very simply, let's make a show hide. So simplest way to do this, just do show hide with this button, and then I'm just going to do a shape. Change the shape to this red color. I'm going to show you what it is. I'm going to do shape to hide 1. I'm just going to copy this a few different times. And I'm going to title them different things. So shape to hide 2. And then I'll change the color of this one. And then I'll do shape to hide 3. Great. I'm going to show you 3 different ways. So 1, we're going to use a button. 1, we're going to use a setting. So I'll use a checkbox for that setting. Has access. It could be a setting on a page. It could also be a drop down, so we'll use the drop down for it too. And then we'll use the is on a thing. So great. So for show hide with a button, push this button. Start workflow is going to be just element actions, toggle, element, shape to show hide, show hide 1. So very simple. Push this button. We're going to make that one show or go away. With this, we want some conditional things, right? So we'll take away visible on page load. Whenever I do that, I always want to put that in a group. So for instance, these 2 are not in groups. I am going to go ahead and put them in groups. Draw a group around this. Actually, delete that. It's an easier way to do this. Right. Group elements in a group. This group is going to be show hide box 2, not visible on page load. And I will collapse this height and hidden. And I like to animate. I think it just looks nicer. You can have it fade in and out. You can have it slide up and down. We'll show both just for instances here. So when is we're going to use a feature here. So we're going to do a condition on this one. When checkbox has access is checked, this element is visible. We put a checkbox here. This one here, placeholder is our view box. Yes, no. All right, we're also going to make this conditional. Oops. See how I clicked on the box itself? I need the group. There's the group. Make another one here. I don't have to make conditions for no or when the box is not checked, because when it is not checked, it's not visible. So I don't need one for that under this condition. So when drop down view box value is yes, element is visible. Perfect. And we'll show you what that one looks like. So this one is going to be something about a thing. So we're going to have to build this thing out, but for now, let's go ahead and let's make it so it's not visible on page load. And oops, you know what? Let's put it in a group first. Group, color box 3. Great. Not visible on page load, collapse, animate the collapse. We'll do the slide up down on this one. So right now, this box won't show up, but we're going to work on that here later. So for now, let's see what we did with the blue box. So didn't show up. Didn't show up. Let's figure out why. Because I unchecked the blue box for visible on page load, and then I went and worked on the group. Now let's retest it. Now the group is visible. You can see how it fades in and out. Great. So that's how we can do access. So we can do show hide for stuff. So in this box, maybe I have some different things. So maybe on a web page, I have somebody that's going through and they check a box. So it says, will you be visiting our company on site this week? Click yes. They click, or they put in yes here. Then this box opens up, and inside this box, you have another question, and then they fill something else out inside of that because they asked that question, but otherwise that question wouldn't show up. You know, you can do stuff like that. Is on a thing now. So is on a thing you can use for something like a user permissions. So you could do something like current users role is admin, right? So let's make a input user role, and let's just make a really rough way of creating this. Really rough way of doing this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go data and things. We're going to make changes to a thing. Change the current user, and we are going to add a new field real quick. We're going to do user level. Just make that text for now, just for the sake of this, and that will equal user roles value. Okay. Reset relevant, great. So group color box 3, condition when user role, when current users, user level, because we just created the user level, right, is, and then whatever definition we want. So let's just make it 1. We want this to be visible. Okay. So let's reload this. User role, let's make it 1. Sorry if you heard me sneeze there. See, I'm just changing the role here kind of pretty quickly just to show that you can use something as simple as that to be able to delineate between things different users could see. And that's really useful for things like admin access. So you could have different types of users inside your database. So different users could be like an admin level 1, admin level 2, admin level 3. They have access to different types of settings. They have admins access to different types of things. So maybe your general user can go in and a CRM and they could add customers and sales orders and process. But an admin can go in and they can dictate how all that data is actually used. So that's show hide, basically the three most useful ways to kind of create the show hide movement. Then from that, you can really do a lot more. So with that simplicity here, I could do a show hide, like I said, and in this group here, let's just delete that. And actually, you know what? Let's undo that. There. Let's grab you and move this down. So I'm just going to stack all of these, move you over here. Of course, I didn't grab the groups. Let's undo all of that. Perfect. Move you over here. Great. Group color box. Perfect. Make you a little bigger to make sure I grab you. I want you down here. All right. See how I can't make this blue box bigger? It's because I need to grab the color box here. There we go. This is the group that the blue box is in. Great. I'm grabbing these to show why I did what I did earlier. So this was just the shape, right? So if I show hide, let's reload this page. Just the shape. There's nothing here. I'm just show hiding just a shape. It's not doing what this one did. So I can show this. Okay. There's some different things happening now, right? So I'm going to change my user role to 1. So my purple box shows up. So this user would have access to whatever's in this purple box group. But change this to yes, I now can see my blue box and it shifted everything below it down. That's because this group has a different setting. This group has animate collapse operation and collapse elements height, or the elements height is hidden. Sorry. This is all because the elements height is hidden. It looks nicer because of the animation, but it all functions because the height is hidden. The height is collapsed when it's hidden, which is very helpful. So when I do this, this just stays here. But say I take this, not in a group right now. I put it in a group. I edit my show hide to now work on group C instead. Go back to group C, collapse the height when hidden. I don't need to do an animation on it. We'll just make it disappear. Great. Now it just disappears. Now I can make it go down to 0 boxes. So if I want to, I can go from bottom to top real quick here and just show kind of how I want things to lay out. And I could have any amount of these on a page. This is actually how people make no single page apps. So single page apps just have a whole bunch of groups with stuff in them that are sending data from groups to groups to groups instead of pages. And you have groups that are hidden. So you'll have a group that's hidden and you'll be operating in this group. Then you leave this group and you're operating in this group because now this group is hidden. So it's also how you can lock away different parts of your site. So say you have a site where you have different billing plans. So you have billing plan A, B, and C. So billing plan A, you get access to just what's in this set of tools. B, you get this set of tools. C, you get this set of tools, and you get any mix of them that you decide to pay for. So by having just the ability to have different codes that would dictate different things that show up on the page, you're able then to block off different sections of the app from different people, and it gives you more flexibility with the app just by utilizing show hide features. Hope that was helpful.